In this video, we'll explore the Labouchere Roulette Strategy with a varied sequence, where you can plan a certain amount of money you want to win and get it in a few moves. Today, we'll thoroughly examine the pros and cons of this method, so make sure to watch the video until the end. Welcome to Ninja Gamblers, the best place to learn how to beat casinos. Here, you can find the latest tips and strategies for roulette, blackjack, poker, slots, and much more. If you want to stay ahead of the game and maximize your chances of making big wins at the casino, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. In the description of this video, you'll find links to our Instagram page and our Telegram channel. There, we share exclusive content that never makes it to YouTube. You'll also find a list of safe, licensed casinos we recommend in each country, along with a comparison of the free money bonuses they offer. Alright guys, in previous videos, we've covered the Labouchere method, one of the 4 most important and famous roulette strategies. Today, I'll assume you've already seen that video and are familiar with the basics of Labouchere, so if you haven't yet, I recommend watching it. I'll put the link to the video right here in the top right corner. In a nutshell, Labouchere is based on determining how much you want to win in this game, and reverse engineering how to achieve that win by dividing it into several equal units that form the sequence we'll be playing. What we're going to do today involves playing with a varied sequence. In previous Labouchere videos, we used a sequence of equal numbers, for example, dividing $20 into 20 units of $1 each. My advice in past videos has indeed been to divide the desired winnings into equal units, between 10 and 20. But what happens if the units aren't equal? Well, that's where the varied sequence version comes into play, which we'll explore today. First of all, as usual, it's important to play at a certified casino, otherwise you risk ending up in rigged games, and that's pointless. Any casino from the list in the description will do. What's on this list? Let me explain, especially for those just joining us. The internet harbours numerous unlicensed online casinos that carry considerable risks and could lead to both legal and financial troubles. These casinos might be illegal, prone to fraud, and could offer rigged games leading to financial losses. Often based in tax havens, these casinos can disappear without leaving a trace, taking your money with them. So, which casinos are trustworthy? As experts in this area, we've done the research for you. We've compiled a list of verified, licensed, and fair casinos for every country worldwide, which you can find via the link in this video's description and the first pinned comment. These casinos are safe and provide bonuses like free cash or spins for new players. We've personally verified that each casino on our list is free of rigged games, and we update this list daily as we review new ones. We have prepared lists for major countries of our viewership on YouTube, including the US, the UK, Canada, India, New Zealand, Brazil, and others. We've also compiled a list of reliable international casinos for countries that don't have specific local licensing. For our viewers in the USA, the legality of online casinos varies by state. Some states only allow social casinos. In the description link, we've listed the best legal casinos for each state, or the top social casinos if you're in a state where traditional online casinos are not legal yet. Currently, I'm in Italy, playing at an Italian casino, so the game graphics you see will be in Italian. However, the gameplay remains consistent whether you play in English, with dollars, euros, pounds, or any other language or currency. I'll be playing at a European roulette. Yes, Labouchere is usually played on French roulette, but European works well too. So today, I chose to switch it up. You can find the same roulette I'm playing in the second casino on the list for UK players, Canada players, and players globally, while in the US you can find a similar European roulette in the first social casino on the list. Alright, let's get started. Here we are at our roulette. I've started with a balance of 100 euros, using €1 as my base unit. As usual, I use the 100 to 1 ratio of the initial unit to establish my balance. My goal today is to make 25 euros, so now let's reverse engineer how to achieve that. Okay, let's look at the sequence I noted on my usual computer note. Here it is. As you can see, this time I didn't divide those 25 euros into 10 or 20 equal units, but I wrote something different. This sequence starts with different numbers right away, and in this case, I created a sequence that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then descends back to 4, 3, 2, and 1. This way, it starts from the lowest and gradually moves toward the center, the higher numbers. When composing a non-linear variation of Labouchere, you can either go randomly, not recommended, or choose whether to place larger numbers at the extremes or more towards the centre as I have done now. In this second option we're doing today, we'll bet more as we're winning and start off softer. Okay, if you don't remember how the Labouchere sequence works, the sum of these numbers is 25, exactly what we aim to win, and we need to bet all of it to reach our desired winnings. You always play the sum of the two extremes, so in this case 1 plus 1, the first and last numbers in a sequence, so we bet 2. Let's do a dry run first. It lands on black, so we bet our €2 on red. Won immediately. Great, so we've made €2. When you win, you go to your note and erase the two numbers just played from the sequence. Now, we will again play the sum of the two extremes, the first and last remaining numbers, which are 2 plus 2, so we bet 4. Won again. So, we do the same thing, remove the two numbers played, and now we bet the sum of the two remaining extremes, 3 plus 3, which is 6. Always on red, of course, you never change with Labouchere. And won again. What a blast. This play is really good. Alright, let's remove those two 3s, and now we bet the sum of the two 4s, so 8. We're 2 moves away from winning, if all goes well. Won again. I keep winning this time. Now we just have the final 5 left. So we bet 5, and if we win this, we've won everything. Though I have a bad feeling about this one. The last one always ends up badly. And indeed, lost. I knew it. It always ends like this when it's the last bet. So, instead of removing that 5, we keep it, and we add at the end the 5 we just lost, because when we lose with Labouchere, we add the lost sum to the end of the sequence, which now only has 2 numbers. So, we bet the sum of the only 2 numbers left, which is €10. Lost again. Looks like the luck has run out. So, we also add these 10 to the end, and then we bet 10 plus 5, the two extremes. I can't believe it, guys. Lost again. We were so close to finishing, and instead we get a negative sequence. Big luck, eh? Oh, wouldn't you know it, lost again. But since we were winning a lot earlier, now it balances out. Anyway, we keep adding every lost number to the end of our sequence, which is now totally different from the original and composed only of big numbers, which are the ones we have to replay to win. The beauty of this strategy is that it adapts to what happens, so it always tells us what to do to reach the desired result, whatever happens, and theoretically, it's supposed to be able to absorb these losses. Okay, so now I add the 20 just lost at the end, and add it to the 5 from the first number. So we bet €25. And finally, we've won. As you see, I haven't returned to the pre-loss amount because we're not playing martingale. It's more of a long-term game. Okay, so now I remove the last 2 extremes from the sequence and we bet the remaining 2 extremes, 15 plus 5, so a total of 20. Yes boys, back to winning. Alright, we continue removing numbers from the sequence, and now we're left with just this lonely 10. Let's see if we can close it out in one shot. No way, man, seriously. Lost again at the last move. It always ends up like this. Oh well, then we add the €10 after the €10 that remain, and now we bet 20. Yes, won. So this time we finally got it done, and we finally made the €25 I wanted to get, as my balance is now exactly €125. Alright, you see how it works. Even with complex sequences, the system functions the same, just with some small variations in dynamics. Obviously, as with the normal version, the big advantage of Labouchere is that there's a high chance of winning the sum designated, more or less depending on your initial balance. As we said in the other video, with a balance made up of 100 units used as the base, there's about an 88% chance of winning, which rises to 94.41% if you have 250 units, and then goes up to 99.26% with 2,500 units, although they're quite a bit, so generally the chances of winning are high, although obviously never at 100%. so it always carries the usual risks of encountering a bad losing streak, although the chances can be lower compared to using other methods. So, let me know what you think about this strategy in the comments. I try to respond to everyone. I remind you that in the link in the description, you can find a list of safe and certified online casinos in your country and in each US state. I recommend using certified casinos if you want peace of mind and to avoid scams, rigged games, or even playing in illegal casinos in your country and having trouble with the law. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you soon, ninjas.